Hello, all my fantastic subscribers. Well, whoever's left. I know that I haven't put a video out in quite some time, only because, well, I closed the business. But that does not mean that my hands are not in amplifiers. Sometimes I'll have a little bit of free time, and I will, look into other people's amplifiers. Just as a friendly service to them. Simple. I'm gonna keep this so simple, guys, that anyone can really figure this out. Let me check my phone. Oh, that's better. Hey, my coffee. So Dandy Fluke. So this is all I really have set up right now. Just a meter amplifier. This is a Wolfenhag 2-channel amplifier from Nolan from D's Nuts. He's a great guy, a fantastic person, great personality, love the guy. But I'm checking over this amp for him, and his note to me stated that it would go into clip. It would clip something with the gain. As you turn the gain up, I think he said it would go into clipping or protection or whatever it may be. But the primary information that helped me, or that I use to diagnose amplifiers quickly, is what is the current situation of the amplifier? What is it doing? And that 9 times out of 10 will tell you exactly where to go in an amplifier if it's not working correctly. So I don't know. Let's just I don't know if this is gonna work very well. One hand has the leads, one hand has the phone. But right off the bat, he says that it was a gain issue. Leads me right to the preamp. And with this Wolfenhag amplifier, the neat thing is the power supply and output section of the amplifier itself is separate from the preamp, so you can actually just pull the preamp right off the board. Easy inspection, just easy access to the preamp. But let's dive into this, guys. Now, another thing to note: I think this board, about 80% of this thing was hand soldered. After some of the components were wave soldered. Someone has gone through, and I think these were literally put together by hand, which is cool. I like seeing that from old amplifiers and how they were built, and just things that just they're not the same nowadays. Everything is just wave soldered and what. Yeah, but let's dig in. Humans make errors. There you go, guys. So first thing I do is I read not continuity. I take resistance measurements across the potentiometers. Like this is look at this right. Yeah, this is a 50K potentiometer, so it reads 50K between the two. Outside should roughly read 50K between those. So as I was going around checking the potentiometers in the preamp, this was good, this was good. I mean, there's about a 1500 ohm difference between the two halves, which could lead to some imbalance on the output section. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not the engineer to fix this. I do not redesign preamps to make them work better. You can, but it just takes a ton of time. But moving on. Check this out, guys. Right there. That's a solder bridge. So this has a dead short across this stack right here. So yeah. That right there may not work out too well for you because there's vias that go through to the surface mount devices. This particular potentiometer is directly shorted in the preamp. So yes, as you increase gain, you have an imbalance right off the bat because you have one part of the stack here that's shorted. So yeah, I'm going to clear that right there. I'm going to open that up, and of course it'll bring it back to normal, and I'll verify everything else. That's the thing you want to check when you have hand soldered equipment, is you want to check everything, because you're going to find stuff like that potentially to be the problem, as in this case. And guys, you know, I'm a picky person, and come on, factory, what is this? I'm glad it's not acid base. It'd be eating through all this stuff. But yeah, we'll clear that up there. We'll get Nolan his amp back to him, and may this thing live on in another vehicle. Thanks, guys. I just wanted to point out what you could possibly find given the right information. Thanks.